Now, one thing I want to highlight that I've heard you say was that you didn't really find your voice or who you were until like during or after the filming of Me Vida Loca, right?
Yeah, that's
And
because
then can
I
you tell us what you mean by that?
so because like I said, there was so much hate amongst like my homegirls, like people. I don't, and I don't, I to be honest, I don't know why. I think because I was treated differently because I grew up and I hung out with the guys. It was I was treated differently from the way they were treated. Um, but I never spoke up. I never said anything to anybody. I didn't like confrontation. I was always known to be friendly, outgoing, social. I had friends from everywhere, and I just started using my voice and speaking my opinion and saying what I felt, and that helped me being around people. I guess being around them all the time and seeing them is what pushed me to really use my voice and speak up and say stuff, and that was the best thing that could ever happen because my voice is my power and I utilize it to the fullest. It helped me when I was fighting the gang injunction. It helped me when I was fighting against police. It helped me when I was doing rallies to save the neighborhood, to help the community. It got me to be on board of my neighborhood council. Um, it just opened so many doors once I was able to utilize my voice and and even the fact to just speak in a professional educational way. Police were like just like mind blown because here they would oh, she's just ghetto or she's this and that. But then when I would go to court, when I would speak up, when I would do the rallies and utilize my voice, they were like, yeah, we can't shut this girl up.
They tried to stereotype you, and then you showed that you were so much more than what they thought you were, basically.
Definitely.
Yeah. And so, like, do you feel like they, you know what I mean? Like, that role just made you realize there was so much more to life and so much more that was out there for you? Or what was it about that specifically?
It definitely did. It opened my eyes to definitely opened my eyes to my surroundings, who I thought were my friends. Even though we grew up with each other, it also it also made me want to do something more with myself. Like, and I didn't know what it was. I really didn't know, like, at that time. It wasn't until years later I was involved with doing the gang injunction, and I was involved in working with kids at gangs, and all that happened by a blessing. Like, unfortunately, two of my homeboys died because of it. But I had a friend that worked in the industry, and she, pulled me in, and I was like, gang intervention, what do I got to do? I don't know, anything. And she's like, no, your background. It's your background, you being brought up in the neighborhood. And so when I started doing the gang intervention work, it plugged me into doing a lot of other working with the community as well. It wasn't just with at-risk kids. I was working with like their families and getting them plugged into whether it was food banks, helping them get food, helping them apply for their residencies, like getting their paperwork started. So like all that was just, how could I say it? It was heartwarming for me because I could relate, even though I never went without, but because a lot of my friends grew up without, that's how I was able to relate with a lot of these families. And I was good at what I did. Even the employees hated me, my supervisors, because it just became so natural for me.
You found fulfillment in it in a
Yeah,
different kind of way.
yeah.
Because when I hear you talk right about this, it sounds like the gang was a part of your life. It was not completely your life. Did you like end up leaving the gang after filming the movie, or what happened?
No, I live in Echo Park. I'm still here, and I yeah,
You just
it's
just
home.
took
It's
a
home.
different role.
Yeah, and after the movie was filmed, a lot really did change though because we had gentrification, coming in. Um, my in-laws passed away, so the house that my husband lived at, it was a dead end, and that was the hangout spot. So little by little, it started dying down, you know. But I was always, and we were always in Echo Park, and I'm still am. My two brothers live here. They own a home. My one of my brothers owns a home. My other brother rents. My niece lives here. She has a home in Echo Park too, and so we're all still home. It's even though we went through the changes with the gentrification and um, adjusting to the new Echo Park, and we're still here. There's a few that are still here, and we're still humble. And